There are typically two ways to fish. The first way is to use a net. When you use a big net to catch fish, the fish you get tend to be small. What can you do with the small fish? Cut them up and use them as bait to catch the bigger fish. I walked along the pier that was supported by wooden pilings. While on the pier, I could look over and see the setting sun. The fisherman has his line in the water. When he feels a tug, he reels in the line. Here is another view from the pier. Here is a photo of a fishing rod. The part on the side that winds, it's called a reel. This is a fish we caught. Here the fish is dangling from the fishing line and wriggling furiously. The fisherman here is working to get the hook out of the fish's mouth. And here is another shot of the sunset. This is a photo of a piece of bait. It is small and flexible, so it's easy to place on the hook. Here you can see a fisherman preparing to throw out his net in order to gather some small fish. He will give the little fish to the other fisherman, who will cut it up for bait. With the bait, they can catch even bigger fish. Here is an action shot of the fisherman throwing out his net. I think it kind of looks like an angel with blue wings. Here, he's about to throw the net out once again. Do you know a good place to catch a lot of fish? This wooden pier is in the shape of a T. You can walk right out onto the pier from the shore and fish from pretty much any spot. This is another action shot showing the fisherman struggling to reel a fish in. That fish he worked so hard to get ended up being a small one. On one side of the pier, there is a part of the land that's jutting out into the water. There are trees sticking up on it that look kind of like it could be a big, angry porcupine. A porcupine that could shoot its quills right at me. If you look closely, you can see the blue fishing net floating on the water. Here you can see the fisherman is gathering up his net, lifting it up out of the water. Most fishermen have their own well-stocked tackle box with bait and scores of other things they might need. Along the shore, near the water, a tree has fallen over, leaving its roots sticking out. I imagine that it's a bunch of arms moving around. The posted sign warns about dangers, like the tide can pull you out into the water. Second, it says that the ground under the water isn't always flat, so you might be walking along and fall into a deep spot. And last, it warns about floating objects that could bang into you as you're swimming along. It's a beautiful area, so it's a little surprising to go from looking at that pretty sunset and then to just look down and see a sign warning you of the possible dangers. So whenever you go someplace new, whether for fishing or just for fun, always look for the warning signs. Here they have a list of rules. If you follow the rules, things will turn out fine. But ignoring the posted rules could get you in trouble.